EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And
at their own 19-yard.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry now for David Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Trubisky's pass.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Completes it to Davis. And he will be knocked down. First and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's McDonald.
What's the 4th down rule?
Stocker's got it. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
So Castro will just want to punt the ball because he was it was on his 43 and it was 4th and 4.
But with intelligence, found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, McDonald firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd down and 3.
15-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
McDonald's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, McDonald. This one caught by Ridley. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
On 3rd down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 6-yard pickup.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put...
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Falcons 0. Eddie Pinheiro.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Brings up
to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, McDonald. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, McDonald. He completes it to Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Julio Jones.
Catch there by Julio Jones. And let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return is Cohen. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky going deep this time for Miller. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, space to maneuver at the 40. This complete to Jones. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Down at the 31. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Trubisky's pass intercepted. The Falcons
about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down.
on the coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McDonald, open man, it's Stocker. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Falcons, nothing.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, McDonald. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 3rd down. McDonald. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, he gets it to Gurley, complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. He's back to throw.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
The 34-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trubisky to throw. On the slant, complete to Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Bears.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Back at the 43.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing now is Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 50, check 50. Lock in, lock in.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're at OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Trubisky to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Is a turnover on down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The tackle made by
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and
out of the gun, McDonald. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he is into the...
fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got a